everybody. Hello, hello. I have which way? This way. I have the beautiful Miss Sharon here with me today.
Aw,
Strawberry Rhubarb.
You're sweet.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got an
Yeah.
echo going here.
You must have a
Yep,
channel
I
open.
forgot to mute the other channel, so I'm good to go.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
bring my. Oops, I need to do
I
the same
forgot to
thing.
mute. Because I like to pull up YouTube so I can look at the YouTube chat. Because
Yeah,
if I
sometimes
just look at the StreamYard chat, I don't see if somebody's talking directly to me because it doesn't highlight it.
Oh, true.
And so I
True,
miss
true.
it. And so I when I did the my channelversary last week, I missed so many comments made to me because I was just looking at the StreamYard list and not the YouTube list. And so I didn't see all the highlights of people saying specific things or asking specific questions. And then I felt so bad. It was like, everybody's going to think I was being rude and just ignoring them. And it wasn't. I was so overwhelmed. So many people showed up. I was beside myself. I could not believe what I was doing there.
And I was in the vet's office with my dear cat going into a fight. That's why I didn't show up. I could show you a picture of it. It's pretty awful.
No, that's okay. There were a lot. There were people who were like the next day were emailing me saying, I tried to come on, but it wouldn't even let me in backstage. You had so many people waiting. And I was like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Isn't that sweet?
And I was in tears over it. I was so touched. I could not believe. And now I'm, I think it's like 9 away from hitting 300. That was my first goal, to hit 300. And then the next one is 500. I get my community tap.
Yes, that's a big milestone.
That's the big one. But it's like, okay, if I can hit 300, then I feel like I've accomplished something. And so I'm like 9 subs away from hitting that. So, or 8 subs, something like that. So that's exciting.
All right, everybody, please tell your friends to subscribe.
That's it. And please go to Sharon's channel and subscribe, like, and share. I've got her link and everything in the description box below.
Oh, bless you.
So, and a little bit of bragging on her in the description box below. I don't know if you can see it, but basically I just said, welcome Sharon from Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot. And that I've been a fan of yours since I first started watching you, along with Lisa Smith on Nasty Women's Tuesday Tarot Lounge. And you and Lisa were instrumental in being the ones to draw me out of the lurker mode and
that's
right. Chatting.
Did we invite you on?
That's right, with over the bra sizes. I mean,
of course.
And it was just like, it was my salvation on Tuesdays. I would come home from work and
bless him.
Y'all were just coming on like 15, 20 minutes after I would walk in the door. So I'd have just enough time to get home, run to the bathroom, grab something to drink, sit down, turn on the computer, and boom, there y'all were. And would have me rolling on the ground laughing. But I was so afraid to just chat. I was very
you wouldn't even chat?
I didn't chat for the longest time. I didn't.
You're kidding.
I was in there for probably 3 or 4 months, maybe a little longer. And I just watched and I just couldn't get over how friendly and how loving everybody was in the chat room. It just blew me away. It was like, this can't be real. So it was like, I don't know, maybe part of me was waiting for the knives to come out, and all I saw was people having fun and laughing.
Yes. This, well, of course, we laugh so much too.
I know. It
was all of us, and that was our aim, was to really interact with the peeps. Wasn't just going to be doing readings and just that, but to interact with the peeps as well. Oh
no! There go the dogs.
Watchdogs.
I think my brother's home.
I think so. Yeah, the
my brother's home. All the dogs are barking. Pardon, y'all. We'll take 5 here. Okay, that's enough. Oh my God, they make so much noise. You'd think I'd have a whole kennel in here, and it's just 2 dogs. We have the big one that's a lab, and then we have the dorky that's a Yorkshire and dachshund mix, who's the little one. And then we have the kitten that we just got a couple months
Oh,
ago.
your kitten looks like my kitten, my cat.
Oh, goodness. And they are terrified of her.
And as well they
She
should.
rules the roost, let me tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, finally I got another female in the house. I'm the only female in the
Right.
house. It's my brother, his son, my son, both dogs are all male. It's like I am bombarded with testosterone. But getting back on what we were talking about, I was watching y'all.
I just want to say that Viviani says my first comment on chat was at Nasty Women Live. I was always lurking. So she was lurking too.
That's it. And y'all were talking about bra sizes.
Oh,
And
it always ended up talking about
the
tits
best
and
of me.
asses, right?
And I jumped into the chat and said something smart ass off the top of my head and got both of you laughing. And before I knew it, I had everybody at the chat bombarding me with, finally you're here and da-da-da. We've seen you just hanging and not, for those that would go in and look at who was participating.
Right.
I'm sure they saw me, but I never said anything. And so that took a couple of months. And then I think it was Lisa's birthday rolled around and y'all did like a open mic night.
Right. Yes.
And invited me to come on. And I went on for about 15 minutes. And that lit the bulb. And it was like,
you caught the bug.
I caught the bug. It was me and Kelly, both.
Right.
Dozen Cats. We were both on that night when she just took off, man, like a rocket. And me, I was dragging my feet, not sure what to do. And then we had that wonderful hurricane coming along.
Oh yeah.
And I was on a live stream with Spirit Angel Sheila, Angel Feather Sheila, whatever. She keeps changing her name. She and Scott Allen.
I think it's Spiritual Messenger.
I think it's
now.
Spirit Angel now or something like that.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Sheila.
We all know and love her, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
But Scott from Scott Allen was on with her.
Bonjour.
And yes, my Cajun coming out. Bonjour. And bonjour, bienvenue means hello and welcome. And so my little bit of Cajun French that I remembered.
Yeah.
I had to look it up to see how to spell it again.
It looks like Isle Robichaud is speaking the French here.
Oh yeah, that's
well.
it.
Our second official language is French.
Right.
Out here though, MJ420, is that you, Maya? I bet it is. Yeah, it's the two official languages. Although out west here, it's spoken less. That's for sure. It's not spoken much here. There's pockets, but back east, like if you go to Ontario, Quebec, and even New Brunswick, there's a lot of French speakers.
Right. And well, here it's all Cajun French. The closer you get to New Orleans, the more it becomes more Creole French, which is very similar but a little different.
Yeah.
Well, never call a Cajun a Creole. Never call a Creole a Cajun. You can get shot.
Oh no!
They're very, very
we have
particular about don't mix this up. So
we have the Quebecois French, which is different again. However, we were taught in school. We were taught the Parisian French, and
well, it was during my mother's generation. Now she would be getting close to hitting 80 this year if she was still with us. She when she was in school, they were not allowed to speak French because a lot of the kids in this area learned French first, English second, because of just the Cajun people. They kept it. It was not allowed in school. You would get punished if you spoke French. And so
it's falling apart over there.
Yeah, they knocked something over. I don't know. That's the guys. They're doing their guy thing. Yesterday was my brother's birthday, and so he and his son have been having birthday celebrations yesterday and today. So, but anyway, you couldn't speak French. And then the language just about died out here, except for the fact that Zydeco and Cajun music is all done in Cajun French. And in order to sing the music, you had to speak the language. And so it stayed vibrant because of the music. And then some people finally realized how stupid it was to deny someone their native language, and they started doing French immersion classes. By the time my son started school, they were doing French immersion classes in school, where you would go in and learn to speak French and English side by side and had to interact with both, and which I thought was wonderful. I mean, when I was a little girl, I didn't speak it that much, but I understood a lot of it.
You understood it, yeah.
Because all my relatives spoke it on one side of the family. But then I was away for so long from that side of the family for years and years, and I kind of lost it. And then when I moved back to Louisiana in the 80s, it's like I've picked up some of it again, but I'm seriously thinking about taking a Cajun French class. They offer them at work, at the university where I work, where you can go in and it's not like an official class. They call it lagniappe. It's just a little lagniappe class. You pay a couple bucks. You go take the class either online or in person, and you can relearn the language, at least enough to have a conversation with somebody.
Right.
It's kind of like using Babbel, I guess.
Yeah, here.
But Babbel doesn't do Cajun French.
No. The First Nations kids here, of course, they were all taken and put in residential schools, and they weren't allowed to speak their mother tongue. I mean, that's all they knew, and they were beaten if they spoke their mother tongue. Yeah, just so sad. But in the last I think at least 20 years, they've been learning their languages, their language again. So, and what's really neat is for the past, I guess 6 years, maybe 6 or 7 years in our district, we have a First Nations liaison. We've got a few of them, and we have this wonderful artist that comes into the classrooms, and he does these incredible First Nations, art. But as he's doing it, there's a story to go with what he's drawing, and there's always a moral to the story, that sort of thing. The First Nations, beliefs and so on, and it's just so good for the kids. I just love it.
That's it. I mean, I know we host here in Lafayette, where I'm at. We have festivals every weekend of the year, except during Lent. That's the only time there are no festivals. But one of our big ones is the Festival International de Acadians. And so we have groups. It's a big music festival, and we have musical groups from around the world, all different kinds of music, that come into the town, into the city, to perform at the festival. And one of the first years, I think it was in the late 80s, when they started doing that. And the first year that they did it, I'll never forget. It was so funny. They had people from France, people from Canada, people from other areas that speak French or a version of French. And you would have the Cajun French, and they would all be standing there trying to understand one another, because none of them spoke the same exact language, and it was just hilarious to watch. They'd run into a group and they're trying to talk to each other, and you hear them all speaking French, but it's all a little bit different, and nobody understood anybody. So it's gotten better over the years. I think other French groups, as they come in, have learned the Cajun French, and the Cajun French people have learned more of the Parisian French and the Canadian French. So it blends a little bit better. And,
right. Elle Robichaud goes on to say that she was brought up hearing Acadian French. That's in Nova Scotia. And I was born there, but wasn't brought up there.
That's where the Cajun people came from, was
exactly
from France.
The Acadians.
They were kicked out of France for their religious beliefs and went to Holland, I believe it was. Then they were kicked out of Holland for their religious beliefs and went to Nova Scotia. And
Okay.
then they got kicked out of Nova Scotia for their religious beliefs and just came down the Mississippi River till they got to the bottom. And presto bingo, here they are. And so
Yeah.
they settled this area. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
we have a lot of that. And I did a show with Heather in Indigo. Oh, crap. She just changed her name.
Yeah.
Indigo Intuitive Tarot or
Jaguar.
something.
I think
Jaguar Intuitive
Indigo.
Arts.
Indigo Jaguar Intuitive
Jaguar
Arts.
Intuitive Arts. That's it. And
Oh, before I forget, because I was talking to you about it backstage. Everybody in the chat, if you need a lift, like you're feeling down and you're feeling like you need,
yes,
something to uplift you. Maybe some of you have seen this, but I came across, Britain's Got Talent audition. It was this year. I think it might have been in May. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. But I've got the. Actually, I don't think I can put the link in. I can't.
Are you signed in? I mean, I can make you a mod in 2 seconds flat. That's another reason why I discovered that I could go into the replay of the show.
Okay, your channel name is Voices from the Swamp.
From the Swamp.
I could do it on my phone. Just hold on.
Okay.
I don't know if I am.
But I discovered that I could go in on the replay and open up the live chat, the replay of the live chat, and I could go in and make mods after the fact. I didn't even know I could do that.
Okay, I am a mod. Okay, so
I thought you were, but yeah. So yeah, enter that so that everybody can go and check it out.
Yeah.
God knows
I had it cut and pasted on my computer here, but I don't have it on my phone. So what I'm going to just a minute. No, I can open up a YouTube channel and just
wait. What is that Robichaux just put in?
Okay, just a minute. I can do it this way.
Oh no, that's for the other thing. Okay. Thank you. What does the EIL stand for? I know the Robichaux, but I don't know what the beginning stands for. And isn't that cool, Tracy? I was just playing around one day. Because I always go in after the fact and rewatch, because when I start reading, I am blank. I don't remember anything I read about, who I read for, what I said. It's just gone. And so I found, well, if I go in and rewatch, then at least I know what I said. So if somebody asks me later on, I can kind of refer back to it. And also to see if I'm doing anything that's annoying or weird that I need to change, And I was just playing around one day in the chat and I said, well, I thought that person was a mod. And I clicked on the little dots next to their name and the option popped up to make him a mod after the fact. I was like, oh, how cool is that? After the show, I went in on
okay. And
you can go in and whoever you see, you can just hit the little dots and you can make him a mod after the fact. It doesn't have to be during the live show. So I was that's awesome.
I've just put the link in. It's Lauren Allred. And if you haven't seen this particular audition or you know nothing about her, you will.
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Hi, Gerald.
She told the judge, all I'll say was that she told the judges that you don't know me, but you've heard me.
Ooh.
And but they all kind of went, what? So anyways, it goes on from there, and it's she has such an amazing voice. It will uplift you. If you're feeling down, you just watch. I've saved the video because
I'm going after the show to go listen to it myself.
It's inspired me. I've been listening to it, and I've been listening to covers of it, and no one gets close to her. She's just, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know there are several. One of the current covers that's kind of popular and making the rounds right now was a Kennedy Center Honors a few years back for Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yes.
And Hart closed out the show doing crap. Now I'm going to forget the name of the song, Stairway to Heaven.
I was going to say that, yeah.
And
yeah,
just,
famous.
It's other than Led Zeppelin doing it, it's the best version of that song I've ever heard in my life.
So, okay, so it was Fleetwood Mac, you said?
Led Zeppelin. Hart.
No.
Hart. Anna Nancy Wilson.
Hart, yes. Okay, I'm going to look that up. And it was the Kennedy Center?
The Kennedy Center Honors. I can send you a link to one of the covers. I think I've got the one that's Kennedy Center saved. Their drummer from Led Zeppelin passed away several years back before that time. And his son, who grew up playing the drums with his dad, was there as well that night to play the drums for the song.
Oh, wow.
With Hart. And it was, they like pulled out all the stops. It was the most phenomenal thing I've ever watched. I've got goosebumps right now. I get goosebumps anytime I listen to it. It just.
Okay, I'm definitely looking that up.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Gerald.
I'll send you the.
Tarot Stash is here. Hi, Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald's going to be on Tuesday night with me.
Oh,
and,
cool.
He hosted me.
So do we want to do, our time is marching on. Do we want to
do?
Yeah,
we're blowing time away. If anybody, I haven't seen any questions come in yet, but if anyone has a question.
Yeah. Otherwise, we can just keep talking. That's fine. Or
we can just sit and talk.
I'd love to answer some questions too. So it's all right. Yeah, it's. I've been so inspired by this audition.
Oh yeah, nothing like listening to somebody that just does it right.
She's an incredible singer. Yeah. Her hair is pulled back, or no, it's not. It's quite frizzy. It's long and frizzy. And then David Foster picked her up and did a tour with her. There's a video there on YouTube with her with David Foster, and oh my gosh, the way they did her hair and the dress she's in. Oh my God, she's stunning, and she looks just like my daughter, my oldest daughter.
Oh wow. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Whose also name is Lauren.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't have a daughter, but I have a son. He has a channel. He does his own music. He writes music and he does covers. And he's now started producing his stuff and putting it out. His link is also below in the description box. Just look up Shorty Beard and you'll find him, either Instagram or YouTube. And listen to his music.
So I see a couple of questions.
Oh, okay, good.
I see Tarot Stash at it's 11:27 my time. So what's that?
Okay.
That's 1:27 your no.
1:27. I got him starred.
And also MJ 420.
MJ. Okay, got it. You see anybody else there? All right.
Oh, I guess I just blew up the picture of MJ 420. Okay, it doesn't look like Maya.
No, it's Mary Jo, she said.
Oh, okay.
I saw that earlier and I meant to tell you, and we were yakking and I forgot. Okay, I'm going to a spiritual tonight.
Okay, MJ, I would just say, what should I be studying? Could you rephrase that question, like some of the areas you're thinking about? Because that shotgun approach is pretty difficult to do with tarot or
it is. It's very difficult to do.
Yeah. So if you could give us some choices, what
you're thinking. Yeah. Then, what area?
And then repost the question.
Yeah.
And Seascape's got a question. What does my week look like? Okay. I'll shut up.
Her start. No, good. Before we just got started, I said, mods, please help me out, and so I don't miss anything or anyone. And I've got the YouTube chat in pop out sitting next to me, so that if somebody says something to me, it'll highlight, and I can actually see it. Because like I said, last weekend when I did my channelversary, when I went back and rewatched, I discovered there were so many people who said stuff to me and I missed it because I didn't see it highlight, because it doesn't highlight in StreamYard. And I didn't have the YouTube pulled up. So I just didn't notice it. I was so nervous, and I was trying to rotate people in and out without being rude, without saying, okay, time's up, get off. And but most everybody was just very sweet about it. Okay, let's see here. Any insight?
Okay, Gerald, we're now shuffling, and you cut the cards. I saw this card, so that looks good.
There you go.
Anyways, I'll just keep shuffling. I'm just muting myself because the shuffling, my mic is so powerful.
Yeah, well, I got a dish towel out of the kitchen, one of the real thick ones I have, and I put it down in front of the keyboard here on the table to try to muffle some of the sound. Otherwise, it sounds like a freight train running. Like I said, when I've re-listened, and it's like, oh, I need to do something to muffle that. Yeah. No, Gerald, you're good. We didn't need you to clarify.
No, that's good.
We were asking MJ to clarify something. So just because we wanted to make sure we didn't miss it. And
okay, so may I go first?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You go right ahead. You're the guest.
All right, so I got 3 of Pentacles. I think this is going to be a good team effort. Look, you got the Hierophant, so I think this is going to be really great. You're going to be really in tuned and with spirit, and your event is going to be great. Look, 9 of Cups. Look at that. So it looks good, Gerald.
Oh,
and the energy of the reading
good.
was the Empress. So your creation, your baby, it's going to be great.
There you go.
There you go,
All
Gerald.
right. One more card here, Gerald. I'm pulling from Scott's ET Oracle deck. I have fell in love with this deck. It is so much fun. Okay.
Okay, you got some questions coming up here. Al Ruboshaw has a question.
Okay.
At,
Got her start.
and then at
And Libra Lady?
132, Libra Lady, yeah.
Okay, got her start. Okay.
Hypnicity after Libra Lady. That's a lot of questions. I won't be able to stay for all those questions.
That's okay. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I'll finish them out.
I have to meet a friend
But,
down at our farmer's market. You're welcome, Gerald. You're welcome. Okay, what cards do you get for Gerald? Although you're really busy.
Oh, that's okay. I pulled, it says, our universe may be a mystery, but be amazed of all that is the matrix of energy. The 3D life may be a struggle, but your soul is pure love. And that's what you've got. That, and then I pulled Dark Side of the Universe, Mirror and Archangel Protection. So you've got protection going into this tonight. And it ended up with crystal healing and all that comes from whatever crystals you keep with you, carry with you, however you use them, they're there for healing and to help you. It looks like you're going to have a good deal tonight, man. So, yeah, awesome.
I think it's going to go well.
I do too. Okay. Oh, MJ, did you ever clarify what it was you wanted to study? I'm looking back real quick.
Mm-hmm. No, she hasn't clarified. Maybe you can
I'm going to do Seascape and MJ in the meantime. If you could clarify for us what area of studying are you thinking of, or what couple of areas are you thinking of? Something that we can kind of build on.
Oh,
Bye, Gerald. I'll see you
so
Tuesday. So let's go to.
so I just want to say that there's a Cat's Wellness Tarot, which I immediately thought, gee, I haven't heard of that person, but it's Kelly.
Kelly, you got another name?
She's got another name.
Changed your name. I'll be doggone. Hi, Kelly. Let's see. Okay, terror or pensions or spiritual work.
What does she mean, terror?
You mean terror or tarot? Terror or
pensions?
I don't understand. I'm sorry, darling. I'm not understanding what you're asking me for.
Yeah. Or
okay,
spiritual.
I'm going to go ahead and just go on with Seascape and let MJ.
I think she might have some typos there.
Yeah, clarify your clarification, and then we can go from there.
Okay, so I will.
Let's see.
Hi, Marcia.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, Gerald was on with Kelly last night for her fire pit thing she does. Oh my God, I haven't laughed that hard and I can't remember when.
Oh, he's so funny. He is so funny.
That it was her and Allie and Gerald. And between the three of them, I was rolling on the floor. I was laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh.
So if you get a chance, go back and rewatch it, and just for the giggles. I mean, and then her husband, Mark, he's running around as the fire guy, trying to keep everything under control.
He's the wood bitch.
Yep.
Like my ex-husband.
There you go.
My ex-husband's been gone for about 5 months. Yeah, he's been off working, and actually he was traveling across Canada, and then he's working for my cousin right now, who's a geologist, and they're looking for lithium, which is in demand now. It's used in batteries and telephones and smartphones and so on. So he's out there helping the crew.
Okay.
All right. I'm pulling not tarot. I'm pulling a card from this deck I love. This is the Language of Letting Go, in case no one has seen it. It's by Melody Beattie. I inherited it from my mother. My mother gave it to me. Oh, that's awesome. She passed in 2015, but I love this. It's great. So I'm going to pull a card from there.
2019.
Okay. I don't know if this, that doesn't feel right. I'm going to, sometimes you pull a card and go, no, that doesn't feel right. Yeah, and it just doesn't feel right. Yeah. I can go if you want, if you want a little more time. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah. Okay. All right, Seascape. I started out with the ET Oracle deck and got Andromedan knowledge to manifest your desires. So you've got some manifesting to do to work on that. And then I pulled from the Native Spirit, I pulled Sacred Mountain. So that kind of just tells me that whatever it is that you're running into this week, just have that space, that place that you can go to that's sacred for you. I mean, you may not have a mountain outside you can go climb, but maybe you have a patio or a porch or a park or something nearby, and just go and sit and recharge your batteries. I know when I need recharging, I have to go outside. And then the last thing I pulled was from Moonology.
new moon in Cancer. And it says you and your loved ones are safe. So I don't know if there was something you've been worried about, but Spirit's got you back. So I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Okay, before I forget, MJ420 has clarified she's having problems with her phone.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
like,
that.
okay, so she's at 138 for you. So
Okay.
thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so Seascape. So from the language of letting go, I've got for this week being direct. Now you can see it's about communication. And it says today, I'll bring myself closer here.
There you go.
Today, I will own my own power and be direct, and I will be clear and honest in my dealings with other people. If I'm comfortable with my own truth, then those around me will be comfortable with me too. I'm going to read that again because that's such an important message for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Today, I will own my own power and be direct, and I'll be clear and honest in my dealings with other people. If I'm comfortable with my own truth, then those around me will be comfortable with me too. I love that card.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a powerful message.
It sure is. Love it. Thanks, Mom. She always
There you go.
comes through. Hi, Gertrude.
All right. MJ, we're going to go ahead and go with you since you were kind of ahead of everybody else. We were just waiting for clarification. Should I study card reading or runes?
I just got a feeling like both. Let me look.
I'm going to do a pendulum on this. Okay. Back and forth would be card study. Side to side would be runes. So should MJ study card reading or runes?
Okay.
Okay, I'm getting back and forth, so that's ruins, but it's also kind of circling. So
That yes, so
that
it's
might
saying,
tell me
it's saying
maybe
both. It's
Yeah.
both. And I asked the question, should she study both? And it's yes.
There you go.
So I got the knowing first. And
That's
Tracy, I think Tracy says the same thing that she gets. Someone here said, oh, Tracy says, yeah, I agree, both. Yep, both.
Yeah, very definitely.
I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
runes from my mother as well, and I haven't done anything with them. I might be
You
missing
know,
a
I've
few.
looked at some of them, but it's
I think it would be
kind of
good
intimidating
adjunct.
when you don't know anything about them.
Well, I didn't know anything about tarot when I started.
That's it. Well, me either. I mean,
Hi,
you know.
Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
What cards do you see me?
Next,
Again, I would like to have
next few months.
be nice if it could narrow that down too.
Yeah, in what area are you thinking of? Are you thinking in like
Yeah,
your job or a personal problem or financial or
well, yeah, relationships or
job
or finances, spiritual question. It would make it a lot easier. Or if we can, or if she doesn't, I can just pull I can pull
I mean, at this point,
I can pull a card. This card, from this deck again.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's see if I can see anything.
Hi, Kathy G. Hi, Sharon Sipe.
Oh, hi, Sharon and Kathy.
Let's see here.
Okay.
I'm going to pull something from you. from this deck. It's called, I don't remember ordering it. It was one of my middle of the night credit card charges that I should have done, but I love the deck, so it was a good thing. But it's called the Psychic Development Oracle deck. And it's really cool. I like it.
Okay, she has clarified. She says, I was just looking at work, job, financial.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Okay. All right.
Let's put this up. Okay, well, this one came flying out.
Okay, they further clarified, I have a new job, but I felt like there's something else out there for me.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
If you're ready, you can go. If not, I can go.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, we're going to start out with Spirit is helping you. So that's just a little bit of some reassurance right there that the Spirit's got your back. They're going to help you make this choice. Yeah, let's see. And then from there, I went to my Moonology third quarter moon, and it says adjustments are required. So it's an adjustment. You just started a new job. It's an adjustment to look for another job if you're not exactly happy with where you're at. And then I went with the ET Oracle deck. It says mysteries of your soul are within your choices, deja vu, interest, and dreams. So you've got the pyramid there, the Sphinx. So you just have to really look inside to see what is going to make you feel comfortable for that. Whether to stay where you are and give it a little time, or whether if you need to just go ahead and get out. And then this one jumped out at me, and I'm not quite sure it doesn't fit in. Maybe it has to do with something that Sharon's going to pull. But it just says someone is betraying you. So maybe that's just a little warning of be careful. Maybe at the new job, be careful who it is. That's what I'm feeling. Be careful who it is you discuss it with. Because you don't want to talk about, I'm not really happy here. Maybe I should look elsewhere. And you say it to the wrong person who reports it to your boss, who's like, well, if she's not happy here, then out the door you go. So just be aware of who you speak to about it. That's what I'm hearing, is just be aware.
Okay. Sorry. Are you finished?
I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah. I just want to make
my
sure.
brain goes
on your toes. Yeah.
I start reading the
Okay.
chat to see what I missed.
Yeah. Okay. So what I get for this, I did two spreads. I did one for staying with the job and one for leaving the job. And the first one is about staying for the job. The energy of the reading is, you would, the Eight of Cups, you would like to leave, but the first card is the Hangman. You need to hang in there and get a new perspective about this job. I don't think you're giving it a chance. Here's the Knight, the slowest one in the deck. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. And that's just slow and steady, keeping your nose to the ground, right? And working at it. Here's the Eight of Pentacles working at it. And then you'll see some payoffs. Here's the Six of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying stay. Of course, you have free will. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
Okay, the next one about leaving and going for another job. The energy of the reading is the King of Cups. I think you're basing this on a very emotional level. Yes, you could go look for that new job, right? Start a fresh new journey, but I think it will end up being a burden. The Ten of Pentacles. There's some surprises there that you didn't see at first, and it's not what you think it is, and there's a lot that you wouldn't be told. There's some secrets. So I don't get as good cards for looking for another job. I think you need to, but Spirit is telling me that you need to stay with your job and give it a chance. You need to change your frame of mind. Okay.
Yep.
So I hope that makes sense. You got any feedback around that?
No,
Ms. Robichaud? No, I mean Ms. Robichaud.
Oh,
I wonder.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say Robichaud. Show is hot.
Robichaud. I've heard both.
Oh,
Robichaud is how we say it.
Yeah. Anyways, it'd be interesting. Hi, Mama Bear. Hi, Serena. Nice to see you. Okay. Anyways, that's what I get. So give it some time.
And here's our next.
She's on her phone. It's hard to be
relating. It is. It's very hard to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I usually try to tell people in the beginning if I'm on my phone. On the phone. So
yeah, exactly. I can't.
Hi to everybody. So I can't
exactly.
respond like normal. Okay, Libra lady.
My job may be eliminated. Well, you can always look for another job.
Yeah, I mean,
answer that yourself.
That kind of goes without.
We'll look at it. Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, Ms. I'm assuming Ms. Robichaud. Thanks. I've not told anyone. The current plan is to stay for a year at least. Good. But I'm also writing a novel on Acadians.
Oh.
It is
Robichaud.
Robichaud. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you very much. That helps.
My hat's off to you writing a book. I'm writing a book too, but I've been procrastinating of late the last few weeks.
I know several people writing a book and they're like, all you've been through, you should write one too. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, right.
I'm just not there.
I've had a pretty interesting life.
Mine would be more like paid and play.
The road less traveled is definitely describes my life.
There you go.
Had so many lessons in this life. I guess I must have come here to really do a lot of
learn. I'm telling you, it's like I've just been kicked from one thing to another. It's like, really, Spirit? Okay, can I have a breather? Maybe a break. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Can something go right for a while? And this actually something has been going right. So. Hi, Heather. Silver Star Priestess is here.
Hey, Heather.
You lurk all you want, darling.
Yeah, you go ahead and lurk.
All right, Libra lady. I'm going to go ahead and go because I hear you.
You go ahead.
We started out with the sun. So you're talking about happiness, vitality, joy, kind of a rebirth, starting over, or an ability to start over, whether if it's the new position or the new job. You're getting a good card for either choice. But then I pulled the Emperor. How often do you pull like all major arcana for a question? Which says the Emperor, respect, structure, rules, stability. So that's part of what you're looking at there is is this going to provide the stability if I stay somewhere that's not really doing what I want to do, or if I look for something else. So maybe, I feel like this is saying, kind of cool your heels where you're at, see what they offer you, because you may get in there and find out, wow, I really like doing this. Maybe from the outside it looks like you don't, but you might change your mind. Then again, you might get in there and go, okay, I got to get the hell out of here. So that's where this last one comes in, which is Temperance. Your balance, your harmony, keeping all things, I'm going to get this right one of these days, keeping all things, just kind of going with the flow with this is how I always see it, So you've got a fresh start coming, whether if it's the new position or a new job. You've got the sun shining on you for a fresh start. That's really good. And then you've got the Emperor. It's telling you, but keep in mind the stability, the responsibility, everything that goes along with what you do for your family, how you help everybody. Followed up by Temperance. Be patient. Keep everything in balance. Kind of just go with the flow and see where it takes you. Give it 6 months, a year. A lot of stuff can happen in 6 months or a year. And just, I feel like it's saying, just go with it. Be cool with it. Just kind of go with that flow and give it a little time and see how things go. And then if you're not happy, you can always say, okay, had enough of this. Adios. So that's what I've got.
Okay, interesting cards I have here. So the energy of taking that transfer and staying with the same company or wherever you're employed, it says strength. So remain strong. It's going to be okay. So here's the first card is your job's coming to an end. Your particular position is coming to an end, and you are really stressing over this. Of course, we all would. Of course, it's always backwards on the screen here, but yeah, your position's coming to an end, and you're stressing over this, and you're thinking, oh my God, am I going to have to pack up and leave? And I've got 6 of Swords, but I when I saw the cards for the other question, I changed my mind about this. I think this is hang in there. You're in stormy waters right now, but it will smooth out. I think you should stay with the other position, even if
That kind of goes with the Temperance that I pulled. Just
yeah, exactly. I went now. Should you leave? Okay, what was the energy of the reading? Where's those cards? I need to look at the bottom. All right. I think you need to put that idea to rest for now. I don't think it's in sync with you. This is stereo, and I take that as being, in sync. I think you'll end up, it won't be good. Here's the broken heart. and here you are blown apart. And yeah, it doesn't look good. So when I saw these cards, I thought, well, I think this is just hang on. You will be in smoother waters with, with this job that you're being transferred to. Now, I asked the pendulum, should you stay in the job? It said yes. I asked the pendulum if you should look for another job, leave and look for another job, and it said no. So it's agreeing. That's why I went back and looked at these cards and thought, And also, when I tuned in and looked, I saw that you should stay.
There you go.
So
again, that kind of fits with that temperance.
But again, you've got free will. Maybe you could stay with the job, and then if it's not working out, then look elsewhere. But this is what it's saying for now. So she says, I had to go with the flow. Oh, I had to go with the flow. Thought this morning. Spot on. The stressing. Yes. Thanks for the clarification. Hang on. Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you for letting us read for you.
And thank you for the feedback, because you do know, right? So we're just verifying that for you.
Yeah, you know what is going to really ring that bell for you and what's not.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sorry you're in that position. It's not easy.
It's not. I'm kind of been in that same position myself for the last couple of years. So, they haven't hired anybody because they got me doing the extra position for free. So,
have you heard? There's been a lot on the web about people quiet quitting, and what it is people are realizing that, okay, I'm doing all this extra work. Like you said, you're doing the work for another person as well, and you're not being remunerated for it. You're not being given any kind of bonuses or anything like that.
Nothing. Yeah.
And so what people are doing is they're tired of going over and beyond, and they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
That's called quiet quitting. Okay. And then if they kind of sense something's up, you say, well, yeah, I'm just doing my job. I'm not going to do the other job as well. Because you're not giving me any reward for that.
They finally got permission to try to hire for the other admin position. And I did go ahead and went in and applied for it, gave it in.
Yes, I remember all that. Yeah.
And they're still, but I told my boss, I said, look, if there's somebody else that comes along that rings the bell a little bit better, maybe a little younger, more energetic, I said, go for it. Don't even hesitate. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I said, I am perfectly happy to stay in the back office and do my job and not get bothered by anyone. I said, and it's like I told.
We need to read on that, Sherry, because, if you're handling it all, they just go, okay, the stress is off then.
It's been since lockdown.
Oh, I know. You've talked about this before.
And then we got the new director last August, a year ago, August. So he's just made a year, and he finally got permission to hire for that position about 6 months ago.
Okay. Well, anyways, you know what I would say.
So, I just simply said, look, I will do what I can, but one position or the other is going to suffer if I keep juggling both. There are not enough hours in the day. I work for the state. You don't pay me overtime.
No.
It's like no one's offered me overtime. No one's offered me a raise. No one's offered me a bonus.
Have you said that?
Yes, I have. I said it just
It's
Friday.
Time to quiet quit.
Yeah. So
go in there. I'm going to go in and tell them, look, which job do you want me to do? I'm only going to do one.
Yeah. Make your choice.
Yeah.
That's basically kind of what I've been telling them for.
Well, you know what? They're not getting the message. You're going to have to step it up. Step it up, girlfriend. But anyways, you have free will.
I know. Yeah, I know. And it's hard because you're dealing with
I
students
know. Yeah,
and
exactly.
faculty, and you don't want them to suffer
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
because you're,
But they count on that, right?
yeah,
That's,
exactly.
and
And
it's men that you're dealing with.
one, one is a man, one is a woman. Well, actually, two guys and one woman.
Mm.
That's the hiring committee.
Yeah.
And then it's,
Yeah, I think you know what? They're probably so busy themselves that
it is.
if you can be on the back burner, that's where they will keep you. It's
Mhm.
only when it gets to a crisis point that they'll go, oh, what just happened here?
Well, and I think it's starting to get that way because I know my director came into my office just like a week or so ago
Hmm.
to ask me to do something, and I just looked at him and I said, "You see these two stacks of charts and files and papers
Yeah,
that are
yeah,
a good foot high?" And he said, "Yeah." I
yeah.
said, your request goes to the bottom. This is what's
Hmm.
before you." I said, "One stack is my stuff. One stack is the other position's stuff, and
Yeah.
I can only do so much." You know,
And you know what? It would be a good visual. You need to come to your breaking point and take the two stacks, put them on the desk, and say, "Okay, tell me which one am I working on."
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah, pretty much.
talk is cheap on my end.
And I
I
keep
guess
telling myself 6 more years and I can retire. 6 more years and I
no,
can
but
retire.
you're gonna burn yourself. I mean, or burning yourself up.
Yeah, I am, and I'm trying hard not to.
I mean,
Um,
look, you got so sick, your voice is still so gravelly.
oh, I know it's
Yeah.
from a lot of that's from the neck surgery, but yeah, it's like it gets worse and worse and worse.
Well, stress
Um,
doesn't help.
no, it doesn't, not at all. Um,
Anyways, I'll
okay, our
stop.
last question.
I'll stop needling you, and we should do the
That's
next one.
okay. I need it sometimes. You know, if my
Girlfriend, I'll give
friends,
you a kick in the
if
butt.
my friends and co-spiritual co-workers can't point out what they see that I may not,
Right.
then that's what friends are for, is to
You know what?
needle and point
I
out.
had that point in um, the last year of my career. I mean, was so good with those behavior students, the ones that would act out. I was so good with them, but they kept loading me up and loading me up, and I was getting like that last year. I got other teachers' problems. They were actually transferred into my class after they started in with another teacher, and so I took two more, which was I mean, shouldn't have. And then in December of that year, my last year, they were going to give me another one, and I was already stretched. So it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
And they said, "Oh, but this student needs your love, Sharon. You're so good. He really needs you." And they're playing that card, and it wasn't the usual principal. She was off sick. It was somebody standing in, and so the person who was the head of the special needs department, she said, say, "Oh, he needs your love, blah, blah, blah." I said, "If you put that child in my class, I will retire." Like, this is December. I said, "I will not come back in January. I will
yeah,
retire because I'm retiring anyway."
yeah.
And they went, "Oh, no, you don't mean that." Yes, I do. And they still didn't think I meant it. And then the next morning, I
So you
talked it
walk out
over
the
with
door.
my ex-husband, actually. And because I trust we're each other's best friend and we talk over things like that. I talked over with my daughters. They said, "No, do it, Mom. Do it, Mom."
Yeah,
So I walked in the next day and said, "Okay, I've made my decision. You put that child in my class. I'm not coming back after January. I've talked it over with my family. I am firm. There's no deal there."
yeah,
And so they didn't put the child in my class, and I made it till the end of the year. And I think just made it because that was the toughest class I'd
yeah. I
ever had.
remember you talking about it, how stressed you were.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
they were
yeah,
making you
because it
sick.
was yeah, I'm a miracle worker, but even I have my limits.
Exactly, exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
I still have a
yeah.
family I take care of, two dogs and a cat that I take care of, and just
Exactly. So, yeah,
and
yeah, you gotta, I mean, you gotta get it through to them.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it's
Your health is being compromised,
oh yeah, it
and
has been.
And you can say, I'm not going to make it to 6 years to my retirement.
Yeah,
So you got to
I
do
said
something.
that to one of my faculty. Her office is next door to mine, and we talk a lot. And I said, I said, if it keeps up at this rate, I said, I may not have to worry about if they're going to do back surgery or not. I said, because my heart's going to give out on me because I'm so overworked, so stressed. I can't.
Okay. Well, all right, girlfriend.
I know. Like I said, I know. Beat me up. Go ahead.
I'm not. Come on. All right.
Let's faculty with big egos. You got that right. You got that right.
You know what? And you're having those back problems because you don't have your own back.
Yeah. That is very true. That is very, very true. I mean, I've had the back problem for a while, but it's been this past year that it's really gotten bad.
Really bad. Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, thank God for this, that I have this, because this has been my saving grace.
Okay. So, could everybody in the chat,
do you have time?
Okay. Could everybody in the chat put the phrase love kick?
There you go.
Sherry. All right. Okay. A card for hypnicity. Okay. I'll probably pull an oracle card. All right.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go because I went ahead and pulled them.
Oh, you kicked yourself. Good.
I did. I
got your back. Okay. Dave,
did.
love kick.
All right, Ms. Hypnicity.
Janet, love kick.
See, that just tells me everybody loves me.
Exactly. Libra lady, love kick. We're kicking that backside with love.
That's it. Sometimes we need it. Oh, Libra lady's going to do it.
Yeah. Tracy. I got it faster on my phone here. Tracy. Okay, Heather. Yep. Love kick, even taking my gloves off.
Oh, wow. I was watching her do her yoga thing.
Oh, and Ms. Robichaud says she worked at universities for 25 plus years with faculty, so she knows what you're going through.
You know what's so disturbing is that.
And she gives you a love kick.
And this is me just venting some more real quick, but.
Yeah, well, you're sure.
I work in computer science, so the faculty in our department makes super big bucks.
Super big bucks. And you know what? That's not the department that's the super touchy-feely, right?
Yeah. No, these are all computer science people.
Yeah.
So they're all very analytical. But when I had to process paperwork for a summer stipend, for a 6-week summer stipend off of a fellowship or whatever it was, endowment, I think it was, for one of my faculty. And when I started doing the paperwork, and I said, okay.
Why can't they do it?
Oh, please. Like that's
good.
I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, they're getting a stipend for 6 weeks. That's $12,000 more than what I make all year. And it's like, okay, none of y'all give me a bonus. Say, thank you, Sherry, for doing all this extra work. Nope, not a penny. But that's all right. I
okay, time for quiet quitting.
Okay, Hypnicity, I'm sorry.
Were you
going on and on and on about me. And
now what does Libra say here? She says, I was doing another job in my 20s without the title and pay, told my supervisor to give the job to me, or I was going back to the other position a temp was doing. I got the promotion.
Yeah, the thing of it is I don't want the promotion.
No, but
it's not making more money. No, it's just a change of title. It's not a higher position. Yeah, it's just a different title.
No, but what she's saying is, she drew the line in the sand. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. And basically that's what I told my boss.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I also work with academic conference information systems that took place in Hawaii every year. No common sense.
No, I'm dealing with computer science, computer engineering, and informatics people.
Yeah.
and they're all super duper intelligent, like mind blowing intelligent, and they have no common sense.
No,
They
exactly.
can't
They're
make
the
a
one with the
printer
worst
work.
sense.
They can't open a document to print something, and they'll come to me. Can you print
What?
this? I can't
And
get this to print.
what?
I'm like, and how many initials come after your name for your title?
And they're in computer sciences. Give me a break.
Yeah,
Okay, you got the degree. Don't bother me.
yeah.
So
One of them came to me with an issue one day, and
Viviani's wondering.
I was like, you can't do that. Don't you teach other students how to do that, and you can't do it yourself?
Exactly. I'm
Okay.
no, just a minute. Viviani's wondering why we're talking about a kick. We're giving a love kick
They're
to
y'all kicking my
this
ass for
person
not.
right here because she's doing the job of two people. It is actually two positions.
Two positions.
Yeah,
I've been doing it
and they
since-
won't. They've got the permission to hire somebody for the other position. They just won't do it. That was 6 months ago. So she needs to quit. She needs to do She needs to go into okay. I have a choice.
This job or this job? Which one you want me to do?
Yeah. Now look. Yeah, go in and say, okay, which job do you want me to do? This one or this one? And if you don't choose, then I'm going to choose one. And that's it.
That's it.
The other pile of stuff, I leave with you.
That's it.
They need the kick. They need the real kick. We're giving you a love kick to tell them.
I need to just
give them a kick in the butt. Because, obviously it's not working.
Hi,
they could pay you for both, but you don't want that because your health problems and everything, your back and so on. So, anyways,
at this point, I would be happy with a thank you and an offer of a bonus or extra time off.
Yes, that would be lovely. That would be great. But you can't continue doing the job.
Tell me I can take a week off and you don't charge my PTO for it. I mean.
Yeah.
And
right.
Give me a $5,000 bonus.
Besides,
not like y'all can't afford
they don't want you to take any time off because you're indispensable.
Yeah. Exactly. Although my boss did make me take a week vacation this summer. He insisted because I was like, I don't ever go anywhere. He's like, I don't care if you don't go anywhere. He says, go home for a week and don't come back. Don't answer your email. Don't answer the phone. Yeah. He was the first one to send me a text the day after I did it. How do I do that? And I ignored it.
Good for you.
And I didn't answer him. And when I got back, he said, you passed the test.
Oh!
He did it on purpose. I was like, okay.
Okay, hypnicity.
Okay, hypnicity.
Okay, let's pull a card.
I'm
going to pull a card from
the second development. I pulled for you, clear your energy, use your own abilities, and from the native spirit, prepare your medicine bag and use that as part of your spiritual duties that you do for yourself every day. Native peoples have medicine bags with herbs and stones and whatever they think they need for protection, for strength, for healing. You need to do the same. Clear your own energy, use your own abilities, and prepare your medicine bag to keep with you. And it could be a metaphorical. You don't need to keep an actual physical bag, but that's a choice. I mean, let me pull. Ouch. Just to show you what I'm talking about. Somebody gave me this and I loved it very much. And so I made it my medicine bag. It's just a little bitty bag from India. And I just loved it. And I thought, that's perfect. And so I made that my medicine bag. And with just a few little things in it. But when I feel like I need it, I'll sit and hold it. And there you go.
She says, I just started carrying a crystal bag with a pendulum.
Yep.
Okay, I've got from the Spirit of Animal Oracle. It's a gorgeous deck.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's
pretty.
a gorgeous deck. And you got the fox. And that the fox stands for clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Okay, that's the card. I'm just looking at the time, and I really have to go.
I know you do. We've gone over by about 15 minutes.
I know, yeah, 20 minutes. So I need to go. My friend is waiting for me.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome. It was a pleasure.
I have so enjoyed it. I hope you will come back again someday.
Sure.
And
if you need some help to straighten up and strengthen that spine,
I know who to call.
You just give me a call, girlfriend.
Who are you going to call?
Who are you going to call?
Sharon. See, my mom's name was Sharon. So
oh wow.
It's kind of serendipity here that you're the one telling me exactly what she would have said many times. So thank you very, very much. I so appreciate you coming today. Thank you to everyone that came today. I appreciate it. Much love to all of you.
I'm going to have to just go. Okay. Bye-bye.
Go. Bye. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. I really appreciate you showing up. I appreciate your support for my channel, support for me. Sharon's information is in the description box below. Please go and subscribe to her channel. And I am like, I think 7 or 8 subs away from hitting the 300 mark. And which doesn't get you anywhere, but it's just a goal I've had since I started. It was like, if I could get to 300, I'd be really happy. And I'm like, almost there. And then I'll start concentrating on the 500 and I'll get a community page. And then once I get that, I'm not going to worry about what numbers or what. It's just do my thing. But that's right. Yes. And Sharon's putting up that video again for that singer. So y'all check that out. Very uplifting. And thank you to all my mods for all of the help you give. Just keeping an eye on chat and making sure that everything goes smoothly. I really, really appreciate it. If you're not a mod and you would like to be, just say the word and I will click the link and make you blue. I will toss a wrench right at you and I won't hit you like Lisa does. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will be on Jane the Seeker's channel Monday morning at 8 a.m. I must be crazy. Because it's a day off for me and I'm going to be up at the crack of dawn to be on Jane's show, but we've not been able to get scheduled together, so I'm really excited about going on her show. And then Tuesday night, Gerald Tarot Stash will be my guest. Tuesday evening, I forget what time, 7 p.m. Central Time. You can do the calculations from there. So thank you. And Miss Heather, you are now a mod. And just thank you. Y'all are all so sweet to me. I so appreciate it. Much love and light. Mwah. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy Labor Day weekend because it's supposed to be a celebration for us who labor. Bonjour. That's right. Bonsoir. Bonsoir to everyone. Love you. Take care, y'all. Bye.